Coach, thoughts after the game against Navy?
Yeah, I thought for the first 20 minutes we controlled the tempo, the pace. We looked like the more cohesive group at that point. And then that second half, Navy did what they do, right? They played off of their best player. Their role players really, showed up, right? And, I don't think that they didn't show up in the first half. I just thought we dictated what happened, right? Defensively, we did a phenomenal job limiting their transition. Offensively, we put her in really good spots, which really helped us. And I thought we were really cohesive. And then I just thought the start of that second half, we dictated the rest of the game.
For you and then for Grace, just about getting into the rhythm of things, or maybe let's start with Grace. For you, getting in the rhythm of things, playing more minutes, and the Lafayette game was obviously a game that you played really well in. Here today, got into double-digit scoring again, had some really good looks. Just speak about how you're fitting in.
I got to get credit to my team for that. I think the past 2 months on and off the court, whether it's in a game or in practice, they're setting all of us up for success. We really go at each other pretty hard in practice, and I think that prepares us for the game. But I have to give all the credit to my team. They pass me the ball, they put me in good positions, like Coach said, and they allow me to do that myself.
Yeah, I think the rhythm for Grace has started in practice, honestly. She hasn't wavered. I think I told you this earlier. Like her approach since she came back from injury has been the same. She's going to put her head down. She's going to work hard. She's going to compete. And over the last now 3 weeks, she's just been dominant. Like, not one person in our program can stop her. That's practice players included. And I think now with her confidence that's growing, she deserves the rhythm that she's in. She deserves the minutes that she's playing, right? So as much as she's given her teammates credit, the credit needs to start with her first, because she was prepared when her number was called. Her conditioning never wavered. She's doing a phenomenal job making sure that she's always prepared day in and day out.
Charlotte Toohey continues to do well. Her 9th double-double of the season. Coach Taylor of Navy, quite impressed with her, says he's not looking forward to having to deal with her for the next 3+ years. What has she brought to this team? And then for you, Grace, pairing up with her playing big down low.
Yeah, just her overall effort going after the glass is something that you don't teach. It's something that is innate to a young person, right? And, her energy on the glass has really helped us sustain certain runs on, whether, offensively or defensively. And, I think Charlotte's got a lot of growing to do, knowing the game, her IQ of the game, the ability to help get her teammates open. But she just plays, right? And there's just no doubt about it. And, once she learns the game, she's going to be really, really tough to guard. Right now, I think she has her moments, but once it starts clicking, it's going to be a good thing to see.
And those 3 blocks that she had in the game, especially early, those really helped the momentum as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Her timing now, especially on the perimeter when kids are shooting the ball, her timing has been really good over the last probably week and a half. It's really starting to increase. It's again, I think angles and all of that defensively, especially on closing out to the perimeter, is something we're going to just help her grow with. And she's playing the 4. She's always probably played a guard her whole life, so we're putting her in positions that's not almost natural to her yet, but I think we're growing and she's getting better, and she's got really good people ahead of her to look up to.
And talk about playing with her, Grace, and what she's meant as a freshman coming in here, and how you've even seen her increase her game just over these last few months.
Yeah, Charlotte's a great player. You can't teach effort, and I think she brings effort every single day, whether it's practice or game. Her effort never wavers, and I think that's something that's really special, because that she's going to do the little things, and she's going to challenge us and push us and be really receptive to feedback to grow. The fact that she's only a freshman, I think, is so telling coming into the game and being able to do what she's done so far. I'm just really excited for the future of her career here.
Speaking on Toohey, she just came out with that aggression that we talk about that needs to happen in order for this team to be well. But Grace, you've had the opportunity to watch your team throughout this season and compete in practice. What are some things that you've noticed that your team needs that that you bring and have brought to the team?
I think just my size is really helpful. Just having a presence, especially defensively, always having help and just having a bigger presence to guard some of these posts. I mean, obviously I have a lot to work on, their post came out and really put us on our heels at times, but I think just having my size and having my experience being in the league for 3 years and understanding the college game a little bit better each year, I think is really helpful for us.
Yes, and I also said on a broadcast, you've been sort of this missing piece to this team as a true post. Just bringing your size, as you said, to the team is much needed. What are some things that you feel like you have been working on, even though you were injured and trying to fight back, but what is something that you want to do differently this year?
Yeah, I think just honing in on my defense, I think is something I'm going to try to take a little bit more pride on. I think offensively as well, just being composed. I think I do my best when, I take a second to relax and don't just chuck stuff up pretty quick. But that's, credit to my coaches and my team for just putting me in those positions every day in practice and defending me hard and just allowing me to get better in that regard too.
Yeah, I'll tell you what she's bringing to the table. She's bringing a post that can finish, right? And let's be honest, we've struggled in the paint. We've missed a great deal of wide open layups as a total group. But her size is imposing, but really it's her ability to finish is what we've missed, right? And, I looked at the staff during Lafayette. I should be fired for not playing her earlier. But there's a process, right? Grace came back from injury. Her confidence, I don't think, was where it needed to be. But like I said earlier, she's done a phenomenal job preparing herself, right? And I probably should have played her maybe a week or two earlier. I don't know if she was ready before that. But she should have played at Loyola. She probably should have played a game or two before that. But now I think this is her time is really now, because she put herself in this position during practice. When I tell you she was so dominant and a force to be reckoned with, and she just has this mindset that I'm going to put people on their butts, and she's been doing that, right? And now hopefully we can continue that trend and keep putting her in spots to have success.
Yeah, we've definitely have seen that, in Lafayette and in the game today. And Coach, you all have scored 21 points in the first quarter, outscoring Navy, the top team in the league. I mean, what you talk about small wins, that to me is a pretty big win. That first half of basketball that you all played was very exciting to see. What are some takeaways in that first half alone that you can walk away with today?
Yeah, I thought we were really patient offensively, right? We did a really good job of setting good screens, right? Allowing our post players to come set their screens on ball screens. The guards waited, right? It's something we've been emphasizing a great deal, and we did a really good job out of that. And I thought our pace offensively was good. And then we came out in that third quarter, and it was like the complete opposite. And that's just the growing pains that we have to go through as a group, right? That's some of our youth, that's some of our lack of experience of knowing how to sustain really good runs and really sustaining not so good runs. But I thought, yeah, our first half, that was a heck of a win for us, that first half. And it's a really good growth pattern for us to move forward, right? And I'll be honest, I think a lot of it goes back to her putting the ball in the hoop for us. And again, that gives you momentum, that gives you confidence, that gives your guards a little bit of relief. So she made a couple tough shots in that first quarter that really we've been missing, right? And thank God she's doing that, and hopefully we continue to do that. All right.
Yeah, and I know a key to win was to control the pace, as you mentioned, not only offensively but defensively as well. Navy likes to get out, and they want to run in transition, and you all held them to 0 transition points in that first quarter, under 5 in the first half alone. Can you speak on that transition defense, the preparation it took, and how you came out?
We worked on it quite a bit yesterday. We wanted to execute offensively and run offense, which I thought we did, and we made shots, which helped Black, slow their transition down. But we made it, a point. 2 of our guards were going back every possession, and we're not stopping ball, right? When we tried to stop them in the mid-court, half court, we really struggled. So we were everybody toes on the arc and one person in the paint, and that was our goal. And another win for us, right? A really growth for us that we executed one of our game plans early on in the game.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Good job.